So that we're not lost in translation, mma-guru, red pill MMA, and anyone who makes any content that looks like this has these kind of clickbaity, big, wild headlines. What you're doing is you're inciting a lot of hate to come my way. I want you to be very conscious that that is what your content, that is the consequence of your content. I want you to be conscious of that because I'm not the only one that you make those videos about. And if you haven't already heard about Caroline Flack, if you have, like, have we learnt nothing? If you hadn't, you need to read about her. So that's what happens when true things are taken completely out of context and used in a hateful way. Imagine then when you talk absolute fucking shit. Some bullshit things that people have been saying, that my ex-husband lives with us. No, he doesn't. And no, he never has. You're just making that up, inventing it completely. The idea that my current husband Ian took my ex-husband's name. Wild. I'm pretty sure most of you listening to that going, surely not. Surely nobody believed that. And a lot of the things I saw were people saying, this can't be true. You know, when it feels like it can't be true, it's probably not. The fact that people then said it with authority, like it's a news story, wild. It's stupid and it's a lie.
Oh, wow, dude. Did she really just do that? She made a Instagram story mentioning the mma-guru. And all this content apparently incites hatred. And if you haven't heard, Caroline Flack, she mentioned Caroline Flack. And Caroline Flack is someone who received online hatred and killed herself. So she's not using it, but she's having that as an example in why it's bad what we're doing, which is pretty interesting. But the thing is, everyone gets it in every direction online. That's just how it is. You know what I mean? Everyone gets it in every direction. And if it wasn't there to be hated, no one would have a problem with it. You know what I mean? No one would have a problem with it. Someone's going to hate something. She hates stuff. And I'm betting that she will watch videos of people being hated. You know what I mean? And she'll probably enjoy it. Like, yeah, fuck that person. You know what I mean? I bet you she hates people and she will happily watch content of those people being hated. It's just this weird dynamic where, like, rules for me and not for thee type thing. But it is what it is. I'm not encouraging people to go and absolutely storm her comment sections with anything like that. I never said that at any point. I literally just put together a bunch of pieces of a puzzle and said, this is fucking weird. What do you guys think? I think this is really weird. And everyone seemed to unanimously agree. Thank you for the $2. I'm not brainwashing people and I'm never told anyone to go and hate her. I'm literally saying, this is fucking weird. We got to save Garry from this, dude. This is fucking strange as fuck, this whole situation right now. And everyone looks at those things and goes, yeah, right, this is fucking weird. The age gap, how quickly they got married, the power dynamic between them in terms of how much money she made. You know what I mean? And then on top of that, the fact that her ex-husband's living with them. You know what I mean? The fact that she wrote that book. Oh, it's ironic. Oh, well, that's not fucking clear. You wrote a whole book, How to Be a Wag, which is basically a professional woman and girlfriend of an athlete. How to accomplish that. And in that book, you listed all of these things that go on. Lucas Tracy just read more from that and how weird it was on his channel. There's nothing here. You know what I mean? It's very strange to me. Very strange to me. And if all honesty, if she ignored it, it'd go away within a week. That's just how this works. But this is what it is. Thank you for the $2. And if she has a problem with people misconstruing things to cause hatred for someone, she should have and this is what I'm going to end it on with this whole thing. Layla Anna Lee, if you have a problem with people misconstruing things and not understanding the full context of statements to create hatred towards someone and try and make people hate someone, how about you have a fucking problem with Ian Garry massively misrepresenting what Neil Magny said and taking it way out of proportion to literally try and stir up hatred against him and paint him out to be some kind of child abuser during the fight week of his fight with Neil Magny. Have a fucking problem with that. Because he fucking did that to Neil Magny in the build-up of his last fight. And he tried to get everyone on board with that and told him to shut the fuck up at the press conference. Think about what you've done. You don't get to fucking talk. You're this, you're that. massively took it out of proportion for his own personal gain to try and get people on his side for his fight and hype it up for monetary value. I didn't see no fucking problems with that with you. No fucking problems. But all of a sudden, it's a problem when it's aimed at you, even though that's not what we're doing. We're just putting things out there and letting people take what they want from it. And what do you know? Everyone's taken from it that there's a lot of fucking red flags, and they have every right to do that. It's the fucking internet. Jesus Christ. Neil Magny said at a press conference something about, used to giving my kids a whooping, as in like he's used to like obviously spanking his kids if they're naughty, like a normal parent does. And Ian Garry took that to mean that he's beating up his kids and tried to paint it out as that. He did that for his own gain, financially, clout-based gain as well, to hype up his fight coming up, to make Neil Magny seem like a terrible person. And Magny got no chance to defend himself whatsoever because he made him shut up at a press conference and stopped him from speaking and then beat him, and nobody gets to hear Neil Magny's side of the story. You have a problem with... You have no problem with what you are claiming to be currently against, even though it's not the same thing whatsoever because we didn't misconstrue it in such a way. Everything we're saying is true. Jesus Christ. On Ellie's IG, there's a post about Magny whooping kids. Is there really? Thank you for the $2. Thank you for the $2. I can't see it, though. This is the fucking problem. Like, you're trying to have this narrative and conversation, but we're not even allowed to see your side of it. So put it this way, Layla. How are we able to get the full context of things that you do if we're not allowed to fucking see it anyway from you? That's another weird thing that you've been doing. You know what I mean? All this weird shit. You're addressing us and we can't even see it. Mrs. cares about context and full understanding of things. It's weird shit, man. If I was her, I'd just not talk about it and it'll go away in a week. Genuinely true. She said her ex-husband doesn't live with them, Guru. Yes, he does. It's been said. It's been said by them that he stays at the house and is Ian Garry's full-time nutritionist. It's been said. She's talking about death threats on her Instagram. Chat, don't send shit like that to her, you know what I mean? Say the relationship's weird all you want, but don't go straight to her, DMing her random shit. I never endorsed anyone to do that. You shouldn't be doing that shit. But you're entitled to have your opinion on something, on a situation, you know what I mean? Thank you for the $5. Thanks for all the content today, Guru. Really appreciate it. Thank you for the $5 Australian. I appreciate it too, man. Thank you. Everyone gets death threats. True. Click that for legal defense. Well, no, there'll be no clip of me ever saying to do it. So that's all it is. I've never said to do that. Never said to go after her for anything like that. Have you seen the blog post about Ian